This Google Play Store Analytics project is based on Android applications which gets launched on Google Play Store. It is very important to analyze, to study the overall performance of any application launched on Google Play Store. And there could be n number of deciding factors which can say that this particular application is performing good and this particular application is not performing well on Google Play Store. For someone, it could be the number of installations, and for others, it could be the ratings, the reviews, the positive, negative ratings, and reviews received from the user. And it clearly depends upon the business interest. Now, the major idea behind developing this particular project is to analyze the overall performance and to ensure what all areas of improvements are there to ensure the best out of these Google Play Store business model. It is very important to analyze this report not only for the app developers but also for the Google Play Store. So let us see why is this important for the app developers. So the major idea behind developing any kind of application and launching it on Google Play Store to ensure maximum revenue collection. The more the number of downloads, the more the ad revenue and opportunity to get the user to make in-app purchases. Now, if the users are giving reviews, the ratings, and there are high chances that the app developers are going to make certain kind of improvements to ensure more out of those applications. And it is just stated, it is observed that 79% of people read at least one review before installing any application. This means that if the number of reviews are higher, the ratings of an application is higher, there are high chances that the user is going to install that particular applications. And the number of reviews, the number of positive reviews can only be generated if that application is performing well for that particular user. So if the user is going to say anything, say bad or positive about that particular applications, then these app developers are going to make sure that the bugs can be easily fixed and the users can enjoy the more from that applications. Let us see how this report is going to benefit the Google Play Store. So the Google Play Store's goal as an app platform is to show us how fast, accurate, personalized results we get when we search for any kind of applications. And to make this happen, it really needs the display of user reviews. If the reviews are higher, if the ratings are higher, then it is most probably safer and more relevant than other applications which are having low ratings. So this kind of information helps Google to ensure to provide ranking on Google Play Store. And this brings us the high quality app results that we most likely to download and to ensure a good experience with. This model of providing ranking to these applications actually ensures the level of trust between the Google Play Store and the users. So far, we have discussed the business model and the need of creating this project and the need of analyzing the report generated out from this project. Now, let us see the technical side of this project. The complete project, the UI part of this complete project is designed using the Streamlit application, which is very basic and very easy to implement for someone who is not very much known to UI UX platforms. So the first page, the first part of this project actually describes the problem statement, the need of analyzing the reports generated out of this. The next page is actually the raw data set which was there in the very starting of this project, and the complete report is actually made on this raw data set collected. Now this raw data set can be viewed from the first select box, and this is going to show us the raw data set which was provided from the company, and this is actually at unclean data set and not fit for the analysis. There could be like see this NA is there, and there are other some sort of missing values are there, some other ambiguous data points are there which needs to be clean. Now there could be, now let us see the number of missing values. Here's a list of number of missing values. In the rating itself, there are 1474 data points which are missing. The data types are there, what all data types we have, and this is very important to ensure what is the data type of the data set which we have to get the best out of the data set. Then, because we have to perform analysis on this data set, then it is equally important to clean this data set as well, because if we'll not clean the data set, we'll not be able to analyze the data set. So there are some pointers which are there and which needs to be cleaned. And simply, if see the right now we have some 10,000 data points right now with us, and if in future we are going to get some more data points, then the complete analysis can be done just with one click. So let us clean the data set. This clean data is button is going to clean the data, the raw data set. So it will take some time, and here it is. Here it is, the cleaned data set. So as we can see, so now this clean data set will not have this MNK in the size column, this plus sign in the installs column, and so there are other things as well. Now we have our clean data set with us. Let us go on some operations on clean data set. This is this part of the project is actually, we can say that the brief analysis which we have done. So the first thing is that the clean data set. Now the second one is the missing values. So we have treated the we haven't treated the missing values right now. We can see that 0.14% of the data points are missing in the rating column. This is actually giving the percentage of the missing values. And then we have the raw data type. Then we have this very important select box which is going to show us the correlation between between different attributes. Right now we haven't decided, like for the first time we haven't decided what is going to be our target column, because target column could be the number of installation as well, and could be the ratings receipt as well. So right now we haven't decided what is going to be our target column, but for now it is giving us the correlation, the graphical view of the correlation. If we want to select some other method, because Pearson correlation is states the linear correlation between the different features, different attributes, we can say. The Spearman correlation is also there. The Kendall correlation is also there, and all these things are also available in the matrix form as well. So if someone is comfortable with the matrix view, then definitely there is a possibility to ensure the matrix view, and the other way could be the graphical representation as well. If someone is not very much well versed what is the difference between the Pearson, the Kendall, the Spearman, then there is an option to see what it exactly means. Now, the categorical analysis of this clean data set is that the number of unique categories in the application is 9659. The total number of categories, in category, like the unique values in each of these columns are given as this. So in the content rating, we have 6 unique categories. In the genre, we have 119. In the current view, we have somewhere around 1059. Then we also have given the analysis on the highest number of installations. So this is actually based on the genre level, or you can say the category level. So we can see it like this way. Let me maximize this. So this graphical representation is achieved using Plotly. It's a very advanced library in Python, which is very much interactive. And so if you want to see just this much part, so if you want to see the say the top 10 or top 9 applications, then there is a possibility we can see that this game category is performing very well, and the number of installation is somewhere around 35 billion. And for communication, it is also performing good. And there are and the last one is the events, and it's a list, like the list is sorted in in decreasing order, the highest on the top and the lowest on the left. So simply all the graphs, all kind of graphs just like this, the average rating, all these graphs are designed using Plotly. And with each kind of graphs, there is an intuition which is captured, there is an inferences which is captured, and all these findings are written here in easy English language. So simply we see that this is the finding which is generated from this graph. Then we have which category has maximum number of reviews submitted on Google Play Store. So if we will click on this, we will see that the family category has maximum number of reviews submitted on GPS. And here is the statement for this particular graph. So which of the highest installed category has highest rating submitted? So this is with respect to highest installed categories which is having highest ratings submitted from the users. So game, as we saw in the previous graph, that game was the category which has highest number of installation. So with respect to that, it is having approximately 66.245k reviews ratings submitted. Then similarly, here is another finding, the links are given so that we can have a better understanding of the same thing. Then which app type, which categories are of type paid. So we have basically two types of categories. uh, we have basically two types of categories available. One is the paid category of application, and other is the free category of applications. So all these application, like all these genres or category of applications are listed, which is of type paid, and this is again from increasing to decreasing, decreasing to increasing to decreasing order. Then we have this like there are others, some other sort of analysis. So which are the categories with highest number of paid installation? So we have family there, and then again we have a finding which is stating that paid apps from family category are installed maximum, though in overall installation paid plus fee, game category is at the top with 35 billion plus installations. Similarly, we can say that we also have which category with paid apps has highest rating. So here is the list. Here is the graphical representation of all those paid application which has received highest ratings, and we can also view it in an enlarged view. So let us see. So this is, and because it is an interactive chart, we can view it like this way. Then we have the findings related with this particular graphical analysis. We also have which category has highest number of reviews submitted for paid apps. So if so this is the list, this is the graphical representation of all the applications belonging to different types of categories which has received the reviews, and all these applications are paid applications. Now we have which content rating has highest number of installations. So as we can see that we have everyone, the application which is suitable for everyone. We have teen, the applications which are suitable for teens only, for 17 plus only, the applications which are suitable for 10 plus only, for the applications which are suitable only for 18 plus of age, and some applications are also there which are not rated. So we can see that that there are approximately 8714 applications are there for the everyone categories and every, and similarly we can see that what all numbers of installations are there for different content rating. Then we have this very important analysis which states that how many applications are there with respect to size. So if we just slide it down to 26, we can see that number of applications in each category where the size of the application is greater than 26. So now, so for the family category, we have 743 number of applications which are larger than 26 size. Similarly, if we scroll a little more left right to it, then we can see that game is the category which is having 429 number of applications which are greater than 47. And if we scroll it more close to 100, then we see that game is the only category which is constantly increasing when it comes to the number of size, when it comes to bigger size. So we can see that these are the number of applications which are there with where the size of the application is greater than 94. Then we have one very important visualization analysis which is achieved through Tableau dashboarding. We just have to scroll down a little bit and we can see that this complete analysis, this complete Tableau dashboarding can also be downloaded, and if you want to view it, then we can view it the enlarged view. So we can see that this is the dashboard which is generated using the data. So the dashboard states the number of applications, how many number of total applications are were present in the raw data set. And so similarly we have created this donut chart which is showing the number of applications, the top 5 categories. So there are number of categories which are available. So this is the these are the top 5 categories with respect to installations. So we have here we can see, let us check this. So now, so tools, communication, game, productivity, and social. This is the top 5 categories which is having maximum number of installations. So for game, we have 35 billion applicate installations. Similarly, if you want to see the with respect to price, which are the top 5 categories, we can say that the tools, business, family, game, and medical are these top 5 categories with respect to price. Similarly, we from here we can change. So if I want to see the top 5 categories with respect to the ratings receipt, we can see that the personalization, the art and design, books, education, and events. These are the top 5 categories for which the users have given some ratings, right? So similarly, we have here the bar graph as well. So top 5 categories with respect to rating, top 5 categories with respect to rating for all apps is there. And then we have all kind of this information which is stating that out of this total 10,840 applications, we have around 800 applications which are of paid category, and 10,039 applications are there which belongs to free category. Then we have this content rating division bifurcations as well. So around 8,714 applications are there which is having which is available for everyone. And we have 3 applications which are there which is there only for adults of 18 plus age group. Now we have categorized the application based on the size, and we have created the giant, the very large, large, small, very small, and varies with device. So this is the reporting which is created based on the size of the application. So if the application is very giant, then we have around 1118 applications. And the applications which are small in size, then we have 265 application, and so as the other results as well. Then we can also see that top n categories, this is also if we check it here, then this is actually, we can change it, we can make it 3 as well. So earlier it was giving us the top 5 categories. Now we have changed it to top 3. So these are the top 3 categories with respect to rating. And if you want to see the top 3 categories with respect to price, then we can see that family, game, and medical are the top 3 categories with price. So this is the level of dynamics which we have covered, like what all sort of changes can be made with just one click. Then we have this logic size as well. So if I select all, that means this is giving me the list of all I can say the filtration of all the top 3 categories with respect to all kind of applications, including giant application, including large application, and this is with respect to size. So if I select how many, like which are all 3 categories which is having application with larger size, then we have medical, we have family, and we have game. So these are the top 3 categories with respect to price and with respect to maximum with respect to higher size. Now, if I want to see the number of installed applications, the top 3 categories with number of installed application where the application size is giant. So we can say that productivity is there, family is there, and game is there. So these are the top 3 categories for which we have giant applications. Similarly, we have type also. So as we saw that there are 800 applications of paid category and 10,039 applications with free category. So if I want to just see what are the top 3 categories with respect to installations, and the installation is from the paid applications, like the paid installed applications, then we can see that presenting the top 3 categories with respect to installations for paid apps. So we have family, we have personalizations, and we have gaming. So this is changing, this graph is changing for this this filter. So now, looking at the coding background and the GitHub repository of this complete project is, this is the GitHub repository of this complete project, and this is the README file which is describing in brief the understanding of this project. This complete application is deployed on Heroku platform, and the link of this application is shared in the README file of this GitHub repository. Now, looking at the code structure, the complete code structure is designed. So here it is. So we can see that this complete code structure is very much modular in fashion. So this application is folder is having all kind of UI based files. So if we just see it here, so if we see this Tableau dashboarding, or if we see this transformation or maybe visualization, so this is the UI part of the UI part of the coding, and then we have this source folder in which all kinds of uh, Python file is there, which is performing different kind of functions. We have implemented this class and object kind of coding, and all these files in the source folder is basically having the functions and class which are getting utilized in these applications. In this application folder, then we also have implemented the we have also given the requirements.txt. So this is the number of libraries, the packages which are required to generate this project. And then we have also defined the setup.sh file. This particular file is primarily used for the Streamlit application, and One more file is there, which is the sproc file. So this requirement.txt, this sproc file, these two three files are very much important for the deployment of these kind of application on Heroku platform.